Hello, and welcome to Nutrition and Meal Planning for the summer semester. My name is Michelle Riley, and I will be your professor for this course. And this is a short welcome video just to give you guys some insight into what to expect throughout this course. So I'm going to start off with the syllabus, and you can access it here. I already have it pulled up, but you can pull that up here, and you will be able to look at this document. I would refer back to it if you are someone who likes to print out some of the, especially the dates, or go through and write the dates down in terms of when tests will be available, etc. That's a good way to use the syllabus. But here's some basics about the course, a little bit about me. So I am a registered dietitian, and I have been teaching here. This is my third year full-time I just finished, but I've been teaching this class for several years before that, so 7 or 8 years. This is a version of this class, a little bit different one, but this is one of my favorite. The intro nutrition is one of my favorite classes to teach, so I'm really excited about this summer semester. My background is I was kind of a non-traditional nutrition student. My undergraduate degree is actually in biology. I really loved the science side. I decided in graduate school that I really wanted to do nutrition and be a registered dietitian, so I got my master's in really public health related nutrition and did my registered dietitian internship at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. Moved back. I'm from this area, so I really wanted to come back. I've been teaching. I really love teaching. I'm also a PhD student, so a lot of my research area focuses on our understanding and access to nutrition information, and so I think that this is really interesting in this course. Hopefully you'll get a little bit of my nutrition philosophy and kind of flair for what I do throughout the lectures that are recorded. And, really with this class, there's a lot of misinformation about nutrition out there. So I want to teach you guys how to be good consumers of nutrition information, to tell, what's good, what's not, and understand how complicated it is. There's a lot of rules out there. There are a lot of people promoting nutrition information who have no background or degree in it. So really, through this class, I just like you guys to get a good understanding of where do I find reliable information, how do I tell if it sounds too good to be true? It probably is, and looking for credentialed people, etc. So that's a little bit about me. You can see there my office is in the HCA building. In the summer, it's a little bit different. I will not be on campus as much. I will still certainly be available, but it's not as set as during the semester. For that reason, I ask that you contact me via email. If you call me, there's a good chance that I won't get it or I won't respond. I can't respond to them if I'm not in my office. So email is the best way to contact me. And really, the email through Canvas is even better. I will tell you that starting this week, I am going to put an out of office on my email and my phone, just because while I am teaching this summer class, I am out of the office for other things for the summer. But don't let that dissuade you. So if you email me and you get an out of office, I won't respond to you until August. That doesn't apply to you, so don't worry about that. That's why it's probably best if you email me through Canvas. But if you want to email me through this email, that's fine. Just don't freak out if you get the out of office until August. I will still be checking, but just responding to my students in this class, not to other things that aren't necessarily relevant to me in the summer. So just keep that out there for you. I will be able to meet you for office hours if you need, or via Zoom. I will also do virtual office hours if you want to talk about something. We can definitely set up a time to talk on the phone or email with questions. I'm happy to meet you however that works. You can read through a lot of this. Hopefully you saw the textbook that we have. You can purchase the physical book or the online access version of that. We also may be using a unique online part of this, and so we'll be working on that. We should have free access codes for you for that, so it's kind of a new thing. So I'll let you know about that later. Again, you can see course communication and instructor response time. I'll let you look at that. But typically, I try my best to email or to respond to emails within 24 hours. But I think some students in the past are really disappointed that I don't send out my email 24 hours a day. So, if you email me, if there's an assignment due at Sunday at midnight, you email me Sunday at 9 p.m. and then you're surprised that I don't respond to you before it's due. I unfortunately can't check it all hours of the day, so I do my best to respond to emails as quickly as possible, but just, note that it may not be, right before the assignment's due. I may not be able to get back to you in 2 hours. So just try to provide enough time for that. You can look through the rest of our policies. Same thing with late work and makeups. I don't accept late assignments or quizzes unless the case of emergency. Let me know. On here, in the summer, if you're traveling, I still expect you to have access to internet and to be able to do, the assignments. It's the beautiful thing about online is we can do it from anywhere. So, if you're ill or something happens, I understand and let me know. But, if you have scheduled vacation, etc., you need to make sure that you make a plan to get stuff done before you leave or that you're able to do it while you're gone. So you can look at all of these things that we have as well. Student contact, access services. We have great department over there, so there's our contact information. Same thing with our counselors. They're amazing. They can do personal, academic. You don't know for sure what you want to do with your career. They're great at all of that. We don't necessarily have to worry about this on-campus stuff as much, but it's always good to look at. Course evaluation is here as well. So you will have exams online. So 3 exams for the units, a final exam, and then there will be several assignments and discussion posts that also make up a big chunk of your grade. All right, so here's probably where most people are really interested. This is a basic overview of what we're going to be covering. So you can see Unit 1 really is pretty heavy, and it's a lot in the first 2 weeks. But that's the thing about a summer class. Sometimes people are surprised, but it's half the length of time and no finals week. So you have a lot, it goes a lot faster. And so you really have to be prepared to work on this, several hours a week. 3 credit hour class during the semester, a normal semester would meet for 3 hours a week. So I always tell my online students, that's a lot of what they're expected to be in the class, 3 hours a week, plus assignments. Well, and obviously plus assignments and studying, so they estimate you spend obviously way more time than the credit hours in the class. But in the summer, that's even double, right? So you should, in a summer class that met in person, it would meet for 6 hours a week, plus assignments and study time. And so again, you should be expecting to put in at least 10 hours a week for this summer class. So make sure you have that set. Most of our assignments will be due on Sundays. So Sunday night at like 11:59 p.m., so you have up until the end of the evening, is when most of your assignments will be due. There may be some that are a little bit longer or have extensions on, but for each unit, you will have those assignments due. So, get started right away. You can also then see when the exam's available. I did push back when the exam's available a little bit for Unit 1 to give you a little bit more time. So in the other ones, the exam may be available a little bit earlier in the unit. Unit 1, it's available a little bit later and you have a little bit more time to complete it. So just keep that in mind, but please look at those exam dates. These are not due on Sunday nights because I like to say, all right, I give you a Sunday night until you finish the assignment, so I'll give you a day or a couple more days depending on the unit to finish the exam, just because, I want you to have time for that. So those are not due on Sunday night. So please really look at these dates. It's really important. That's why I said if you're going to print out something, even if you just want to print out this page, and keep that somewhere, that way you don't forget what the dates are. That's going to be really important as well. So keep in mind that you are going to have to stay on top of things for the summer. It is definitely twice as fast-paced as a normal semester-long class would be. So please feel free to look over that syllabus more. Just a little bit more about Canvas. So this is the basics of Unit 1. So basics of nutrition and macronutrients. So we're going to talk about our carbs, fats, and proteins in that. So you can see all of the lectures and the PowerPoint. I use these PowerPoints to make the lectures. So some people like to have both, but please really listen to the lectures. That's a really crucial part of this class. So you can see those lectures on there. You'll click on one. It'll open within here, and you'll be able to watch that. There also are assignments, and there will be more assignments coming down in here. I didn't want to put them all in yet to overwhelm you. And sometimes I'll open up several assignments at a time for a unit. You may be able to see some are due this week, some are due next week, just depending on how much time people have to work on things. So, and there are some that I give you a little bit more time to focus on, etc. But here is where you'll see the assignments. Again, more will pop up under here. This is a discussion, the introduction discussion. So please use this space. So we already have one person who did it, which is great. So please go in there and use this space to introduce yourself to the class. But that's what our discussion formats will look like. And you'll be able to click on that assignment, go in there and do it. And then there are some supplemental materials, just some things that I think are nice to look at. Hopefully this link still works. I really like the Colbert My Plate video. It's just a few minutes if you want to watch that. The digestion video. And I'll go back and recheck the links. Sometimes they, every semester will change. But that digestion video, again, is short and a really good way to understand what's happening with digestion. So I'll sometimes put just supplemental materials that I think are great to look at down there as well. So that is where you're going to find everything. I really recommend you going through the homepage. Sometimes it gets a little bit confusing if you try to look on assignments and discussions and separately. I mean, feel free. I try to organize it on the homepage. That way you can just see everything in one time for that unit. Then you can actually minimize the unit, just so you know. So there'll be other units that pop up down here. But if if you're done with this one, click that minimize. That way you don't have to scroll down past all of that to get to the next one. It's just a little tip when Unit 2 comes up. So anyway, that's the basics of the class. So I'm really excited to have you. Again, I'm not trying to scare anyone with the amount of time it takes. But I do just like to always make a point that, summer classes go by really fast. It's 8 weeks. So make sure you have a plan for when you're going to study, when you're going to do your assignments, etc. And just know, it may be a little bit more time than a normal semester class. So there you go. I'm really excited to have you guys. Please feel free to email me. You can go through your inbox and Canvas and email me through that. I will send you guys an email out with some basic information every week as well. So hopefully those keep you connected. But like I said, I'm here to answer any questions, and I look forward to having a good summer.